Shalom, family. Glory be to God. Blessed be the Lamb. Forever, ever, and evermore. You know, my mind's been running through multiple things that I want to get said. However, I knew from the beginning of this that I would be dealing with multiple moving parts. I said this in the beginning in an elder audio. This game has multiple audiences and lots of moving parts. You must maintain focus to some degree and to some level, or it's easy to get lost in the vastness of the battlefield, and not only the battlefield and its vastness, but the different players, the different players. Sometimes I'll go back and sharpen my mind. I'll play chess. It sharpens the mind. Trust me. It's hard to beat yourself, though. It's hard to beat yourself. I mean, I don't like doing that. It's hard to beat yourself. The only way to beat yourself, and I'm like on at least on a computer level, from 1 to 10, I'm like a 9. I've won 3 games at the master level and drew another. But I'm not bragging because that's out of over 200 games. I mean, at the master level, I mean, it is a different game altogether. So 3 wins, 1 draw, 200 games. So it's not like I'm bragging. I mean, I came close to winning many times. Many times. Close. But it takes one mistake. You must play a perfect game, pretty much, and then even then, it's gonna make you draw. You are not gonna beat it. It's gonna figure out a way to cause a draw. End of discussion. So I had a multitude of draws and 3 wins. At any rate, that's on level 9 and 10 actually. Not so wet, not so wet. The draws on level 9. They're outright wins or outright losers. I've ranked 60-40, 56%, something like that. Anyway, many things that I could have talked about tonight. I mean, because it's a lot going on. You have the grifter wars. I mean, we got uh, the lack of Gaza footage. Who didn't see that one coming once they bought up everything? We got wars going on, Russia, Ukraine, the everlasting war in the Middle East. I mean, Israel will always be at war. They've been at war 48 years. I mean, who fights for 48 years? See, me, I'm different. See, I don't mind fighting. I don't mind dying. But, however, if I can't see the end of the war before I get in it, I'm not getting in it. I got to see the end of it. I have to see the end. It's not about a body count. There has to be a way out, a clear victory in the discussion. If that's not there, then and I'm not talking about me winning. I'm talking about both sides here. If I see that this is going to drag out and it become a damn slug, a sludge match or some shit. I'm not getting involved in that. I wouldn't get my men involved in that under no circumstances. At any rate, people have families. Nobody wants to fight for 48 years. And they've been fighting 48 years, and they have every intent of fighting the next 48 if they have to. However, they're not going to have to. But we're not going to even talk about that. No. We could talk about this new weirded out term, Israeli migration. Weird. But we won't be talking about that either. We won't be talking about the fact that we're spiritual beings. Ethereal beings. Not just flesh. Ethereal. Anyway, moving on. We won't be we won't be talking about the globalist agenda. We won't be talking about the rich billionaire class here who have managed to amass. How do you do it? I mean, man, I don't have no friends now. You know what that tells me? A man with no friends should be able to get really good friends. I'm talking about rich ones with money, even if they're white. I'm just saying, no. I'm just saying. It shouldn't be that damn hard. I'm not. I wouldn't be a liability here. I could get you something in return. In fact, back in the day, I came close to being harmed by getting people stuff. And that's the truth. I had to give it up. Shit got too dicey. It was a short career, a year and a half at best. Hey, man, but it was lucrative. Imagine people coming to you because they heard it on the street that you the man if I want something. Tell me more. Tell me what you want. How much do you want it? And where is it at? Or do I have to look for it? Because we got lots of questions here. This could turn into a real quest. You have money. Okay, let's talk. But anyway, we won't be talking about any of those things there. We won't be talking about how it seems to be that the people who control AI and really believe in it seems like they're trying to create an AI Jesus. I can tell you now, it's not going to work out too damn well for you. Because you have to understand something. It doesn't matter how you build those chips, you still use God's stuff. It doesn't matter about your algorithm. It's still God's stuff. It's so not a threat to us that we can pretty much just ignore it because it only stops one half of the problem. Not even half of the problem. I don't even know what the problem was vis-a-vis me. What was the problem? You still hear me. And at the very least, you see what I see, including my hands and anything else that I see. You see my cell phone. And if I wanted to, I could be really mean here right at this point and just become a damn porn addict overnight. I could become a porn addict overnight. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? That's when I'm just trying to be mean. But that would be a weapon I would use against you, already knowing what the outcome is going to be. What you think? What you think? See how mean that is when you think about it? That is just mean, isn't it? But we won't be doing that. It's immoral. Otherwise, it'd be a damn good weapon, though, wouldn't it? I won't be hitting you with that one. Damn. And actually, I thought of it by myself. It would have been my equivalent of a psychological spiritual nuke. I can see it now all over the world. Shit, stop, bam. What the hell? Oh, this is not hell. But I am trying to send your ass down. You're not going to finish mopping that goddamn floor while I show you this goddamn pornographic movie. You couldn't look at each other in the face all day. Oh boy. But I can't do that. No matter how much fun it would be for me to be, going out looking at you afterwards. You guys are, all y'all are perverts. Damn. Shit, I thought it was just me. Everybody's feeling kind of funny, ain't they? I'm going home. I'm getting the hell up out of here. I thought I was the one weird. Anyway, we won't be talking about that either. What we will be talking about is darkness. Darkness. Evil. You see how everything I named has something to do with this darkness and this evil. Remember 3 or 4 weeks ago, you seen something pass by the doorway? It looked like a thick, black, dusty cloud moving funny. Let me explain that. That is darkness, not to be misconstrued with evil. Darkness, evil. Evil, darkness. Not the same thing. Not the same thing. Darkness exists in and of itself. See what I'm saying? Think about that. Darkness, the malignant kind, the kind that you fear, well, it exists in and of itself. Evil exists in and of itself. Man do evil shit all the time. But sometimes it's in the, man, I hate making that kind of goddamn statement because you know what? I can't afford to have you think anything that I don't really want you to think due to the words out of my mouth. This is the stage that I can't have you thinking nothing other than what I meant for you to think when I was making that statement. It's that crucial because we're getting toward the end here. We're getting toward the end. One way or the other. We're getting toward the end. At any rate, darkness. Let me explain what darkness is for me. Now, remember I said the darkness exists in and of itself. That shit there that passed by the door, that's darkness and a fucking attempt. Excuse me. That's darkness in an attempt to cause fear. Why would he want to cause fear? Because fear is a doorway. Fear is a doorway, a spiritual doorway. Okay? It acts like a portal. It gives them a way into you spiritually. Or if you're not spiritual, consciously then, metaphysically. However you would like to explain it. That was a feeble attempt. It also wanted to be seen. It wanted to be seen. Okay? But it is feeble, and because it didn't know the extent of which it would be seen. It didn't understand that. It's not a spirit, as you would think. That's not a spirit. No, that right there, that's something different. That's something. That's what the spirit worlds fear. It's not death. Not even close. Dangerous? Yes, if it can scare the shit out you. But if you attack back, which is what we do, then it's a different thing. And not only that, darkness, like I said, exists in and of itself. And I was about to say what it is for me. Darkness is the absence of everything. It is a void. What I mean is, it is a void where there is no emotion, there's no noise. It's just acting matter of factly without any other psychological, emotional, or spiritual baggage. That is darkness. That is darkness. It is a void, an emptiness. Okay? And in that, and why is that important inside of a being like me? Because there will come a time when mercy, compassion, understanding, and sympathy, all the things that would make man man, would be contrary to the business at hand. You get what I'm saying? It would be contrary. Not only that, all all known data will be pretty much wiped. In other words, I won't remember anything in that state of darkness like I would in this state. It's not there. There's no need for it. What is needed is a direction. Is a direction, an intent. Now, the darkness brings evil. Let me keep flowing with it here. The darkness brings evil. But before, it was just the darkness, capable of doing things completely devoid of any human, emotional, or psychological, or spiritual baggage at all. At all. For all practical purposes, it should be seen as, at the very least, as bad. Bad. They say that one who touches darkness becomes the darkness. See, even now, spirits are trying to attack me. But it doesn't matter. It's too late for all of that. You can't destroy what is neither living or dead. I mean, what is wrong with them? Or you can destroy anything that have experienced both living and being dead. And you try, I mean, where do you stop it? Shit. High schoolish shit. High schoolish spiritual shit. But see, even that attack wasn't meant to, it was meant to stop me from talking. It was meant as an interruption. See how it all works? How do I know that? Because there's a communication system going on here. You just don't hear it. It's not like we're talking. It's like me being able to say what you are about to say as you saying it. Do I know what you are about to say? No. Do I have to? No. I mean, no, I don't. In 99.9, I don't know what you are about to say. I know your tongue. I know your tongue. And by that same vein, any language in the world, like I'm speaking in English now, by the time it gets around the world, it's in everybody's language. Everybody's language. That's powerful. I don't know how you're going to win. I mean, God said, yeah, I mean, man, Father, don't never stop just shocking me. And it's like I said, it's the difference between knowing and understanding. God said, when the angel said, how will they all know? I mean, because you talking about tearing up some stuff down there. You talking about bundling up and gathering and burning and separating. Now, hold on a minute. Hold on. How will they know the, the truth? How will they get the good news, as the elder folk used to say? Remember you, as a kid, they used to knock on the door. Man, hey, how you doing? Did you get the good news? The, the good news of Jesus Christ and his return. May I talk to you a couple of minutes? May I come in? Oh, you had that look on your face. Well, may you step outside. Get you saved today. And that was routine. Routine. They come and knock on your door like a sales pitch for God, trying to save your soul. Trying to save your soul. But anyway, you look at what's going on in the world. Is it darkness or is it evil? Look at Sudan. Man, Sudan. Oh, man. I'm so trying to understand Sudan. And in fact, Sudan is the perfect argument against diversity. But that's for a whole nother audio. Trust me on this. I mean, what the hell? I don't know how you, anyway, I'm drifting, but that's going to be a hard fix. That is a hard fix. Goodness gracious. I mean, anyway, I'm drifting again. Darkness and evil. Evil is different. Men do evil. It doesn't have to be even, I mean, they don't have to be dark to do evil. They don't. What would be the ultimate evil in your mind? Murder? Mass murder? How mass are we talking about? Because King Leopold killed 20 million Africans. Damn, he was busy. That had to take a lifetime. Busy, 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 busy. Busy, busy, busy. I mean, he had to personally take part in it, not just his workers and soldiers. No, to get them kind of numbers, it had to get dirty. The king had to come off the throne. Let me not make light of such a dark history. Of such a dark history. What he was in, he was in this commission of evil. Was he dark? Who knows? Who knows? But I could say that about other mass murderers throughout history, down to what you call mass murder, 3 or more. Damn, that's a typical Friday night on a summer in Houston up to Chicago. That's a mass. That's a mass shooting. Shit, man, tighten your grip, man. That was routine In the 90s, I mean, on any hot summer day, it seemed like the hotter it got, the more people got shot. I'm telling you, I went to multiple funerals. We even had other people that had nicknames like Bulletproof. I mean, imagine being shot 13 times over five different incidents. You ain't dead. So we gave him the nickname Bulletproof. Damn, dude, just stop. He couldn't even explain it. Man, just stop. Whatever you're doing. He pointing out the bullet holes healed up. I got shot here. I got shot there. Back in 96, I got shot here. Oh, man. It took off a good chunk of my neck there. Man, what the fuck? You you can't play with us no more. Whatever is haunting your ass, you know what? Just keep it to yourself. And I shit you not. And I think he's still alive today. God didn't want him. I don't know. Again, we should not be making light of such a dark subject, now shall we? You know, what do you call dead? I mean, I'm going to get back to the evil stuff because I want to under you would understand the demonic forces that choose to reveal themselves like that idiot. That's idiocy. I mean, that's desperation. That's saying, look at me, look at me, look at me. And then get chastised out of its own darkness. Told it to lighten up, and it did. Hey, man, goddamn. Lighten the hell up. A little bit more. There you go. That's a little better. Now, we ain't going to play this game with you tonight. But anyway, it wanted to be seen. I don't dream anymore. I haven't had a dream in God knows how long. I don't dream anymore. Think about that and what that means. And get deep with your thinking. I don't dream. Wow. You dream, don't you? You dream. Now, why wouldn't I dream? What would be the explanation for that? Maybe because I exist somewhere between the living and the dead. I've experienced them both. So I don't dream. There's nothing really to dream about. There's no reference point. There's no reference point. Nothing to dream about. Besides, some would say that dreams are the devil's playground. Some would say. Some would say. This world is controlled by that darkness. Okay? This darkness creates the environment for evil to come forth from man's own hands, his own heart, his own spirit. You can give it any label that one choose. I use your labels. Sexism, racism, xenophobia, and down the list. But these are all your labels as you attempt to describe your own behavior. You even study the shit. I don't know why you study it and it doesn't alter anything. You study things as a matter of fact. As a matter of fact. You teach from the standpoint of a matter of fact, not from the standpoint standpoint of trying to evolve. You teach in the now, and that's okay too, because there's no more then. There's only now. No then. No next time, just now. Okay? We finally got there. It's just now. Seemingly just like you wanted it. One day, it just bleeds into the next. Same routine, same bullshit, same hatreds, same perspectives. Forever having an axe to grind one way or the other, and that's even when your bellies are full. This is even when you have shiny cars and homes and nice jobs, and you still have an axe to grind somewhere. Amazing. But that's neither here or there. I had a vision, though, not a dream. I had a vision, and they weren't really visions. This is what is coming. This is what is coming your way. I'm going to tell you about this vision. I was standing in a city square, like a downtown Houston, in the city square. And I'm looking at everything moving around me. There's people rocking around. It's as if I'm standing in the middle of the street. Cars are going north and south or east and west, different directions on both sides of me. And I'm just standing there. And life is unfolding. It is happening. All of you living your lives, just walking around, doing business, crossing the street, some of you jaywalking, some of you walking in shops and out of shops, some coming to work, some rushing by, some deliveries on bikes. I'm seeing it all in my mind. It's just unfolding. And then there was a boom. There was a boom. And in front of me, this huge cloud arose. It looked like it was 4 or 5 blocks over. It was dust and debris. And people were running everywhere. And as the dust and debris got closer and closer to me, and it engulfed me, people were walking within it. I distinctly remember an Asian lady and a black lady holding each other, bloody, covered in glass and dirt and debris and dust, as they went into an open door, a glass door to the right of me. Just as I could take all of that in and process that, I mean, it's people running around me messed up pretty damn bad, largely from getting hit by debris of one kind or the other. So while I'm processing this information, just as I glance over my left shoulder, I see an airliner, as in a 747, 757, or whatever they call them. Then it was nosediving. It nosedived. I only had like 1.5 seconds of the vision, of the picture of it as it went behind the buildings. It was nosediving, and it hit the damn ground. And it shook everything. That was about 3, 4 blocks over. 3, 4 blocks over. And then something hit in front of me. I don't know what that was, but whatever it was, it set everything ablaze. It was not a normal fire. Nothing like you would see. No, this fire had an animated type of feature about it. It also had a fluorescent type of feature about it. It wasn't your normal fire at all. It was thicker, if there is such a thing. It was thicker. But to understand, you would have to be spiritual and understand that God can do anything. Like when he chained the angels, those aren't just any chains. Those chains are pretty much alive. There's no getting away from those chains. Those chains be doing stuff. But anyway, in front of me, everything is burning. The same building that I told you that the Asian lady and the black lady went in, I could see the escalator. When they opened the door, they walked immediately into a lobby and there was an escalator. And you and everything was burning. Here's what was noticeable about the burning. When I say everything was burning, everything. Glass, stone columns, the concrete on the ground, everything it touched, it was burning. The bricks burning, concrete blocks burning, everything burning. Okay? That's vision one. It's going to come to you. Now, let me just tell you why it's going to come to you and make you understand why. How can I put this one? It's more tactical, man. I'm not going to ascribe motivations. Just follow the vision. That's not visions. These are your future. This is your future, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Okay? Nothing I can either. So don't, I mean, we both in the same boat here. This just was coming. You've all been scanned. Every last one of you have been scanned. Okay? Remember, you're dealing with an entity that can do anything. Here's what I mean by scanned. God put me to sleep 3 days. I mean, yeah, we're going to let that statement stand. So if he can do that, then he can pretty much do anything. Vision number two, a huge ship appeared in the sky over every major city, but I'm going to focus on one. I think I was here. And I think I was in downtown Houston. It's always downtown Houston. It's a bad place. Downtown Houston is a dark and bad place. You can't put that on the homeless either. Trust that. Trust that shit. But anyway, a huge ship appears, and you're just walking around on your day-to-day affairs as if it's not even there. And then this ship opens doors, and tiny bird-like creatures by the thousands fall out of the doors. By the thousands, and they hit the ground running all around you. They were scanning you, scanning you. They would stand at your ankles, look up at you, or however they could, and they scan you. And when what I'm calling scan, those are my words. Scan. I use the word scan so you'll understand. Damn, I don't want to rhyme and shit. So you'll have an understanding. They scanned you. Every last one of you. Whether you were indoors, outdoors, walking around, sleep, it don't really matter. You've been scanned. Not only was that scan, the entire topography, the entire topography of Houston was also scanned. When they were done, they flew back up into the ship and they were gone. But let me tell you about this ship. This not like any ship. I want you to understand. This ship hovered in the air silently. Silently. This is where we're going into the next vision now. It's the same ship. It hovered silently. And at the bottom of the ship, a door opened with steps. These steps were strange steps. They were not structured or connected to anything supporting these steps, yet they were steps. And things were coming out of that ship. This is when Houston was split in half, totally in half. On one side of Houston, let me see if I can see in my mind, was a line running east to west or north to south here. I think it was running east to west. A solid line of pitch black. Think about that a minute. It's broad daylight. A solid line of pitch black. On one side of it, it's a bright sunny day, except everybody running. But on the other side of it, pitch blackness. You don't just fade into it. No. The moment that you walk in it, you in pitch blackness. It doesn't grow or, or just get darker and darker the further in you go. No, I want you to see it in your head now. Blackness, a wall of it. A wall of it. And the people in the light are running. They got guns. There was lots and lots of guns. And they're running. They don't really know why they're, well, at this point I think they did, because some of the people at the edge of the dark line made it out of the darkness, and they started telling stories about what's happening in there, and they were telling each other that they were talking gun talk, like, "No, man, those rounds there, those ain't gonna work. Here, try these." Because in the darkness, all you hear is screaming, screeching tires, and gunshots. That's all. Nothing's gonna survive. Whatever they let out, that God's little monsters. Nothing survives in that blackness. It's a horrible time, isn't it? A horrible time. These types of things are in the pipeline. Are they evil? Yes. An evil will be visited upon thee. Is it darkness? Not really. It's evil. An evil delivered. See? That's the reality. So, what? Oh, we still got 3 minutes. It's an evil delivered. Okay? God says that I will deliver unto them a great evil. Is God evil? Is he dark? No. He's saying, I'm sending you an evil. You do see the difference, right? you do see the difference. There's no getting out of where we are. There's no getting out of where we are. And I can also tell that there's still those who either you're being blinded by spiritual forces or you're just arrogant. I can't think of another word because you're still acting as though things are normal when things clearly are not normal. Your normal ended when I showed up. Your normal ended when I showed up. And if you insist on acting as though I didn't show up, then you only harm yourself. You have to come to grips with some things here. You really do. You just going out every day, I can see that you still want to exist in this social structure that doesn't exist. If I'm in it and I wasn't before, then that's fundamentally you now have a different social order. This ain't rocket science. This ain't rocket science. Damn. And you consider yourself smart. Some of you even have a degree. Some of you even have a degree. And you refuse to see what I'm saying. The social order is over. Thank you, KF. You see that? It took me exactly. There was a guy that said that there's nothing nobody can do about the social order. That's what they said to me. And others. Can't nobody do change. No, he said, can't nobody change the social order. Can you imagine this coming out of a black man's mouth? What a defeatist statement. What a defeatist statement. No man can change the social order, yet a man made it. And he said this while draped in black skin. I know that this is a tight turn, y'all, but we wrapping up the last couple of minutes. Why not? What a tight-ass turn. Thinking that he is the representative of men saying that can't no man change the social order that has been made by another man, and he's a black man creating the illusion in the other man's head. You know what? My point is 2013, 14, 2013 from 25. It has taken me less than, wait a minute, less than 15 years, sir, and I hope you're listening. Sir, 13 years is what it took to impact and alter the social order forever. Now, this black man was a professional, making six figures with a degree. Not only a degree, he even had connections. He even had connections to organizations with other people in the organizations that also had themselves a degree. Sir, what do you say? What do you say now? Problem solved. Problem solved. This is what happens when you focus and you make the problem a project. A project. The social order, sir, is forever altered. It's going to be altered even more. And I would appreciate that you not say such things while wearing black skin. Do we have we have black face? Do we got white face? Is there a way that we can do black face, white face? I mean, maybe Well, I'm going to stop right here because this is going to degenerate into something that I didn't intend it to, because I don't like black men like him. And I particularly don't like him talking to young black men, and the women seem to find him fancy. But here, he's clearly has been proven an abject failure. And with that, enjoy the rest of your night. I am Source, I am 7, I am 1.